So we are here at the Yuneec booth at the Nuremberg ToyFair. Yuneec is another rising star in the whole drone industry, and we're happy to have Dan with us right now. And before we get into the products, let's just have a brief chat on the company Yuneec itself. So in the beginning of this year, there was this announcement also that you cooperate with Intel and on a specific field of technology. Can you give us just an overview what's behind of that?
Yeah, sure thing. The investment from Intel was an amazing thing. We're really happy about it. Basically, there's a division now in Intel that is working with us to develop things specifically for our drones. The RealSense option is one of the first things that's going to be produced by Intel in collaboration with us. That's going to be available, which is a collision avoidance that we can talk about. That's going to be coming on the Typhoon H, which is one of our brand new products. But yeah, Yuneec's been going a while now. Started with the electric aviation in the format of our single-seater and our dual-seater electric aircraft, and there's been a slight evolution really, and this is where we're at the moment with our RPAS systems.
Yeah, that's very interesting, and let's just hop into this RealSense thing. So what does RealSense give additionally as a feature to your drone? What can a customer expect from this technology?
Well, you know, with drones being so much in the media at the moment, authorities like the CAA are looking for many types of fail-safes. They're trying to make these machines safer. So anything that we can put on the machine in terms of software and hardware that's going to make the machine safer is something that everybody wants to see. So, you know, we already have a redundancy on props. So if one of our props goes down, it will fly on 5. We have redundancy on batteries with our 920. We obviously have the return to home, and if it loses frequency with the transmitter, it will return to home. So there's many fail-safes that's helping to make the machine safer. So collision avoidance is the next kind of phase in terms of fail-safes and in terms of safety, and we've kind of taken that to a whole new level with the Intel RealSense. It's basically what it sounds is a collision avoidance. It works out at 180. It's only forward-facing, but it's 180 degrees wide by 45 degrees up and down, and it's basically what it sounds. It's a collision detection or a collision avoidance system. It uses infrared to detect its environment. It will work at any speed, and it will sense its environment. So when things come into its environment, it notices that those things are a threat. It will either stop or it will take appropriate course and fly around these things. But basically, it's basically to stop people crashing.
Cool. Yeah. Let's have a look at this product now. We were talking about briefly about the Typhoon. So what's the specific features of that? I guess it will cover RealSense, but what else can you say about this product?
Yeah, so you're going to be able to buy this product in a couple of different formats. The top format being the RealSense version, but the actual airframe and what you see here will be pretty much on what everyone's going to be getting. We have our new upgraded Seago 3 Plus camera that has an upgraded sensor and an upgraded processor from the Seago 3 that was on the Q500, Q500 4K. The standard collision sensor is a sonar sensor, which is a little bit different to the RealSense, but that comes in our cheaper version. Obviously, it's a hexcopter, hence the name Typhoon H, H being hex. We have 360-degree yaw on our camera, which is all operational from our ST16 transmitter, or we can have FPV, which is facing the front. We have the option to run a separate cameraman on this as well. So if you already have a Q500 or you already have a H920 and you have a ST24, ST12, ST10, you can use that transmitter to operate a second cameraman, which is really cool. So our props are just folding down nice and quickly, just snap up. They're obviously angled up a little bit different to the 920, just to get the blades out of the field of view, because we have a 115-degree field of view. The props are twist-on props, so they're nice and quick. Just snap on, like so. The battery is we're running a 4-cell battery now, so we've moved away from the 3-cell of the Q500. So basically, our battery is just plug and play. So we have a 4-cell 5400 milliamp battery, just plug straight into the back. Makes it nice and easy for people, makes it nice and accessible. Haven't got to worry about all the charger balances and does absolutely everything, so people don't have to worry about things like that.
So very nice. And you mentioned transmitters. So this is something just from my view now, which distinguishes you also from competition. Only by looks, your transmitters are different. So what's inside them, and why do you choose this format, and what's special about your transmitters?
Well, one of the biggest things is we have completely ready to go. There's no need to add separate screens. The FPV, the screen, it's all Android, it's all built in, it's all touchscreen. So there's no need to run separate screens if you don't want to. Obviously, there's HDMI at the top, so we can run separate screens if you want to. We obviously double tap the screen to get rid of our image, so everything's touchscreen. This is our ST16, it's brand new. It is a 16-channel transmitter. We use a Y-bus protocol, so unfortunately we have kind of a unique approach whereby all of our transmitters and TXs and RXs are only used with our own stuff, so you couldn't be going and using other people's brands with our stuff, and you just like you couldn't use the ST16 with other things as well. So it's kind of like an integrated protocol. We have absolutely everything built into the transmitter. We run a 5.8 for our video downlink, which is now a 720 HD downlink, and we have a 2.4 gig at 100 milliwatts on to control our airframe. But yeah, everything's all built into the transmitter.
So at the end, let's have a look at also the more professional product range, as Yuneec is also offering some of those big fat multicopters. Behind us there's the Tornado. So what's about the Tornado? What's the use cases of that, and tell us something about it.
Yeah, our H920 Tornado is our leap into the commercial market. We're running now a 24-channel transmitter, hence it's an ST24. We're still running with the hexcopter. The benefits of the H920 is that we have triple redundancy on batteries. We obviously still have the hex, so we can run a redundancy with the props as well. But also the biggest thing is that we run variable payloads. So you can be running a GH4 on our GB603 gimbal, or a Sony A7, which is running on this gimbal right here. You can use our own Seago 4, which is a collaboration of us and Panasonic. So we run in the hardware from a GH4, and Yuneec has designed the software to make it more friendly for drone use. We also have surveillance cameras like our V18, which is an 18 times optimal zoom camera recording at 1080. So you know, with the 920, you can have loads of different options, and also one thing that we do excel on is our flight times. We're running, you know, if you're running 3 batteries with a Seago 4, you know, you're upwards of 22 minutes. And on our Q500 and our Typhoon H, we're running 22 minutes as well. If you run a low payload on the 920, so you run a V18 that's very, very light, 450 grams, I believe, you're going to get upwards of 35 minutes.
Yeah, so thanks for those insights. So finally, let's talk about availability and prices. So what's the availability and price for both products?
Well, actually, the 920 is available now. We're doing a special deal on the Seago 4 version. The Seago 4 version you can buy in the UK now at £4,500, and that includes your ST12, your ST24, your Seago 4, your H920, your box, batteries, A10 battery charger, pretty much everything you need, and also your Pro Action. So if you wanted to do any ground-based stuff, gimbal box to the Pro Action. So pretty much everything you need is in the box to go flying. Our H480 is going to be available hopefully at the end of March, beginning of April. Looking to distribute around about the middle of April. We're going to do a couple of versions of this. The Intel RealSense version being around £1,800 in the UK, and our base model version being the sonar, still has optical flow, Seago 3 Plus. We're looking around about £1,400 for that. So anything in the middle is you can tailor what package you want.
Well, Dan, thank you for this interview and this chat, and yeah, all the luck for you and this year. I guess a lot of things are coming, and hope to see you next year as well here in the Nuremberg Toy Fair. Thanks.
Great, love it to talk to you. Thank you. Thank you.